What happens to nuclear submarines after they reach the end of their service life? This striking aerial photo reveals decommissioned nuclear submarines stored at the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. These aging vessels spent many years in silent service, plying the seas, on classified tours, all over the globe. They were then stored here for many years, awaiting their ultimate fate. But as you'll see later, this is not their final resting place. 16 of the retired vessels can be seen here, alongside the tender USS Virginia. What you're looking at are long obsolete classes of submarines that have since been replaced in the fleet. Here, we zoom in on the Ship Intermediate Maintenance Facility at the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, near Bremerton, Washington. This is where submarines go to retire, before being scheduled for dismantling. Today, 12 retired Los Angeles-class submarines can be seen in this satellite imagery. These are ghosts of the U.S. Navy, eventually to be permanently stricken from the inventory. But their nuclear reactors leave many complex issues for disposal. All of them will be dismantled in a highly secure process, to ensure both safety and environmental protection. Each retired vessel will eventually be brought to a dry dock, inside of a secure facility, where the dismantling begins. The most critical step in the process is the removal of spent nuclear fuel. First, the spent nuclear fuel is removed from the reactor core. Shielded containers, holding the spent fuel, are loaded onto specialized railcars. The railcars travel to the Idaho National Laboratory, where the fuel will be processed for long-term storage. Back in Bremerton, the work has only just begun. Even though the spent fuel has been removed, the reactor compartment is still highly radioactive. The entire section must be cut out, and then sealed. This removed section will be transported to the Hanford Secure Geological Repository. The reactor compartment is sealed inside a specially designed cask, ensuring that it remains safe and isolated. The sealed cask is then transported to the Hanford site in Washington State, a specially designated area for the disposal of decommissioned nuclear reactors, and run by the U.S. Department of Energy. At Hanford, the reactor compartments are placed in an engineered trench, where they will be monitored and safely managed. They'll be permanently buried in this geological repository known as Trench 94. Trench 94 is 1,000 feet long, and can be seen here in recent satellite imagery. These steel and concrete casks are intended to remain buried here for at least 300 years. This place will likely remain a restricted area for as long as humans walk the earth. Or at least until future civilizations no longer have the knowledge of what has been entombed here. The assumption is that radioactivity of the material will have diminished before knowledge of what's buried here has been lost. While the Navy's submarines may end their useful life here in this Puget Sound facility, they actually begin their life 3,000 miles away. Here at the Newport News Shipyard. This is one of just 2 shipyards that make new submarines for the U.S. Navy. Just up the interstate, in Groton, Connecticut, near the Navy's sub-base at New London, sits the Electric Boat Shipyard. Electric Boat, owned by General Dynamics, is the other primary shipyard building new subs for the Navy. They will of course one day need to be dismantled, just like their forerunners. But for now, these new vessels will be the vanguard of America's submarine force. Today, the newest class of nuclear-powered cruise missile fast attack submarines are the Virginia-class vessels. The Virginia-class boats are replacing the Los Angeles class, and are expected to have lifespans of over 30 years. 24 of them are currently active, with plans to eventually bring the total number to 66. The latest version, the Block 5, are expected to last into the 2070s. The Virginia boats are multi-mission platforms, able to hunt other subs, as well as launch long-range strikes against both land and sea targets. The arsenal is a mix of torpedoes and cruise missiles. The Block 5 can launch up to 40 cruise missiles vertically, and up to an additional 27 from torpedo tubes. Their sonar, and their ultra-quiet operation, are the most advanced ever deployed. They can operate silently for months, without returning to port, and limited only by crew endurance. For all their capability, the Virginia-class boats are now 50% behind schedule. Supply chain backlogs and worker shortages have slowed their construction. Currently, the U.S. Navy has around 90 fighting submarines. That number includes both boats in the water, and those in some stage of construction. The inventory is made up of the older Los Angeles class, and 3 Seawolf hunter-killers. The Virginia boats are replacing these over time. The Ohio-class ballistic missile subs, and the newest Columbia class, make up the strategic force. The stealth and deadly precision of a submarine are unmatched by any other platform. Its crew are considered elite forces. Once the boat is submerged, the sun becomes a memory. From here on out, time is measured not by day or night, but by time on watch. Space is the most precious commodity. Hot racking means 3 sailors might share 2 bunks. The morale of the boat resides in the mess deck. Known for the best food in the Navy, the galley is the heart of the ship.
There you are, sir. Enjoy.
In the glow of the control room, the crew awaits orders that may change the world. The overwhelming sense is one of isolation, and knowledge that thousands of pounds of ocean pressure push against a hull made of just a few inches of steel.
Concur with 3, 2, 1.
The vessel's lethality lives in the torpedo room. And in tubes that can launch across continents. Returning now to that aerial photo of the old decommissioned boats. Retired ships are among the most fascinating artifacts of history. These retired submarines, waiting here for years in the waters of Puget Sound, are not the only aging assets overseen by the Pentagon. The Navy also keeps retired surface ships in long-term storage as a strategic reserve. Sometimes called the Mothball Fleet, groupings of these decommissioned vessels can be seen in recent satellite imagery, here at the Philadelphia shipyard. Whether it would ever be practical to one day reactivate these ships is an open question. The US government keeps billions of dollars worth of ships and many other systems in strategic long-term storage. From the huge stockpiles of armored vehicles, seen here in the Sierra Nevada desert, to thousands of jet aircraft parked under the hot Arizona sun. You can explore these fascinating and rarely seen facilities in other videos on our channel. If you like these short documentaries, hit the thumbs up button to let us know. And thanks for watching.